It's just
It's all improvisation kind of.
yeah. Otherwise, it's just bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, we can't have a conversation. The things I'm doing. It's nice that this is happening because whatever you two develop into, we've got the raw footage from when it first started.
Yeah.
For real.
Do you know what I'm saying to you?
For real.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like,
Yeah, 100.
if you're applying what I asked you to do or how you do things or how you train, like even the training, what I said to you about the training, because you look like you go to the gym.
Not even.
What?
Thank
really?
you.
No, but you do.
I used to, but I don't anymore. No.
Well, you look like he's got one of them chiseled faces. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And white guys that have got chiseled face, yeah, but that won't last forever. That's the madness.
That is very true.
Yeah, that's the madness. So, it's, yeah, it's crazy. See, what's he doing? Putting a tile up. So, how old are you now?
16, but I'm not sure if I want to, like, be
No, listen, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry.
talking, like, all my info and that.
No, just relax. Because you're the very starting of your life and career, innit? And everything you're doing, really, you're actually throwing into music.
Say that again?
Everything you're doing is about music, innit?
Yeah, of course.
In college. You're going to go university, though, right?
No, I'm not.
Why? No, see,
not
you
me.
are. No, you are.
No, I'm not.
No, trust me. Don't be a fool.
I'll go maybe when I'm later, but I'm not going
No,
uni.
listen, trust me. Do you know what?
I'm sorry, Marv. I just can't.
Why?
Because, like, even school is just not for me.
No, it's what you're thinking right now, and I get that. I get that, yeah? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad. You know, I just said to you how it's going to develop later, yeah? Now, if this ain't done, then it's gone. But I've got you right now where you don't want to go uni, right? Watch what happens when it comes up. Right, you're saying that today, right? I guarantee you go uni. See?
Nah, it's not
Yeah?
for me.
See what I'm saying to you?
I mean, what's your reasoning behind going to uni? Because I don't want to go either.
Right, so the reason...
Because I think I know what I want to do, like, from now.
Okay,
So
and how old are you?
16.
Right, so you're 16 and 16, right? So you both feel you know what you want to do. Right, now, I don't disagree with the pair of you. I know you know what you want to do, and I know you know what you're going to do, because that's what everybody has, these visions, these dreams, these beliefs, right? So now it's how do you achieve your goal? Right? That's what you've got to focus on. How are you going to achieve your goal? So what you need to do is create an infrastructure that can grow and create sustainability in everything you need to do to achieve your goal. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, of course.
Right, so what you're considering doing now, yeah, is taking one of the biggest things that you may need in your mental development, yeah, as not only a human being, businessman, father, teacher, or sort of student, right? You're taking that out of your game. Why would you want to do that? If you want to succeed in becoming the best that you want to become in whatever it is you want to do, why would you then take out, physically, take out the one thing, yeah, that you're going to need? You are going to need at some stage of your life, you're going to need an education in something, because we are all ignorant to everything in life until we're taught how to deal with, right? Or how to live it. So we're all ignorant to everything. So what you are ignorant to right now is the legal infrastructure, the corporate infrastructure, yeah, and the social infrastructure of your career. You're ignorant to all of that.
Yeah, trust.
Right? That's what you're ignorant to, because you've only got ideas.
Makes sense.
You've only got ideas on what you want. And you only believe what you're going to do. Right? So you can't keep saying, yeah, but I'll be making money. No. Show me how you're going to sustain your lifestyle to achieve your goals. Right? Show me. Because what I could do, yeah, if you went to college and university, I could show you a projection of where you could be. If you try to show me a projection of where you're going to be based on what's in your mind, it's success, bruv. There ain't no... So that is there. You're going to succeed in what you want to do, right? But where we all make mistakes, and I made the most mistakes. I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect. I've been perfect. I made the most mistakes in my entire life until I was 40... What am I now? 49. 45 years of age. I made the most horrific choices in my entire life, right? So making all them choices, believing I was right, got me where I got to, right?
Yeah.
Now, you guys have got a belief right now in your abilities, right? But what you're failing to understand, what I'm trying to give you, is that added extra boom you're going to have through university, right? Because everybody says, fuck university. I don't want to go to university. Before, don't go to university. But I can guarantee you now, if you got 10 people from mainstream England, normal school, and 10 mainstream people from university, from all around the country, right, and see where they all ended up, right, you'd go university, right?
Yeah,
Right, because what I believe university does, it's not just an education, it teaches you everything else about life. The way you got to live, the way you got to communicate, the way you got to respond, the way you got to learn. Everything you do is totally different than the norm. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So what you learn in university is totally different from the norm.
Well, no.
It's not,
Well,
no?
I think I'm not too sure, but like I feel like university and school and I just feel like there's more to life than like going university.
There is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like first of all, find your purpose and like try to bang it out.
You've got your purpose, but you found it.
Yeah, I have.
You found that, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So now you need to build the infrastructure to make our Superman, a giant, bruv.
Yeah, no.
And look, not fall off when you're 25, 30. Do you know what I mean? Not fall off when you're 18, not fall off when you're 35, 40. Do you understand? Not be addicted to drink, not be addicted to drugs. Now, you need to navigate yourself through life now.
Yeah.
Yeah? In a way where you're not going to be hindered by any of these issues or any of these dramas or any of these problems we all face in life.
Yeah.
Right, now I'm not saying university will give you, the journey which is unproblematic. I'm not going to say you're not going to have issues. I'm not going to say you're going to have problems. But what I would say is, from my perspective, from my perspective only, I can only give you from my perspective, to get to university, you've got to jump through hoops with qualifications. Yeah. So by the time you get into university, you're already a certain type of person. Right? So once you've become that type of person, they can say, no, Marvin Herbert is like X, Y, Z in a positive way, right? So they know what type of person you are, they know what you're capable of doing, and they know how far you're prepared to go. So then you go to university, you get your degree, you finish with a first, or you finish. Do you understand? How you finish will determine how intelligent you became. Right? So then you leave university at the ripe old age of 20 odd years of age, right?
Yeah.
With all the brains you need to go into anything you want to do, and then you've got your purpose and your drive, your emotions and your passions to go off into the world and become exactly who you want. Right?
Yeah.
Or not go to university, work a couple of dead-end jobs, hope a couple of deals go through, chomp and chase like everybody else prior to you. Do you understand? And do everything that way. So what I would say is, if you look at all the artists that have been to college and university and where they are today, and all the artists that never went to college and university and where they are today, do you understand? And you'll find that a lot of the biggest artists went to university. Do you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, I hear that.
Right, because there's a reason for that. Because you learn
the game, innit?
Yeah,
like
they learn the game. Like, you learn the game inside out. So you'd be the next Jay-Z if you went to university, if that makes sense.
Did Jay-Z go to university?
No, I never said that. I never said that. What I said was, if you went to university, you'd be as smart as Jay-Z become
Okay.
As a young man, do you understand? Because he was the road, and then he became the industry, and then they educated themselves.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Joe? It worked a little bit backward for them, but they educated them. They made themselves better, right? Where you're about to make yourself everything you can. Why wouldn't you use university? What other alternatives? Okay, no, too much time. Right,
yeah,
time.
like-
What? No, right, so
Like time wasting.
no, time wasting. So time wasting to you would be doing something that's not creative.
Yeah,
Right.
slightly.
No. See, no,
Like,
you don't.
that's just like the passion and drive for like creating music within itself, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I
So
get
that-
that.
so
So
maybe
use
it's a
that. Try to use that same passion into building the infrastructure that will drive and push that.
Yeah.
So you don't need
That's
to
what I'm
rely.
working on
No,
now,
but
like
you-
building.
But then you won't need to rely.
contacts and
Yeah,
stuff.
but it's not about contacts. It's about intelligence. It's about education. It's about business. Okay, you're getting into a business. You're going to become a product. You need to know how to protect and manage and grow yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
But the only way you'll learn that is by learning business through school, college, and university. Go and learn. You're going to college already right now, yeah?
Yeah, man, I'm in college still.
Doing what?
Music production.
But then do another course in music management, music this, music that, because you're going to have to come into contact. You're going to have to employ someone else to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You're going to have to employ all these people in this industry you're going into. So it makes sense knowing a little bit about everything, so you're versed in having a conversation with everyone in your
100.
industry.
No, I
Do you
hear
understand,
that.
Joe?
It
So-
is just that extra level. It is.
But you want that extra level. Right? What level do you want to be on?
That's facts.
Or do you want do you want to live a life where you want that extra level, or you are that extra level?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
You do have a point.
Right. So these are things you've got to consider as young men growing up. Yeah. Like, what do you want when you're 35? Do you want to be that guy that should have done what he's done? Because I'm telling you now, mate. My mate, yeah, he's so wealthy. He don't even think he's wealthy, but mate, they're wealthy. They got to live in £15 million house, £23 million house. They got drivers every day. They got cooks. They got cleaners. They fly around London and England in helicopters. They go away in jets. Do you know what I mean? And they don't bat for money. It's not like, how much is that? I've never heard them say, how much is this going to cost? Or it's just, we're going away. Yes, we're going here for this amount of time. And you think, oh, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and all they've ever done is worked. So I've seen the benefits in work. I've seen the benefits in work, and I've seen the benefits in business. Right, so what I've realised, right, because I never went to school, college or university, I realised that there's a difference between working and business. Okay? Because workers work for the businessman.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Where we need to be businessmen.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't want to be on that side.
No, you don't want to be on that side. So you, being a young, aspiring artist, yeah, if you don't go university, yeah, you don't go to college, then you're not going to do yourself any favours.
Business-wise, innit?
No, people are going to take the piss out of you.
Yeah, 100.
Right, so what, imagine that you go into a room at 17, 18 years of age and they think they're going to pull your pants down and you say, yeah, what about this law? What about that law? What about this clause? What about that clause? Is that in there? Is it? And they'll be thinking, who is this kid? Right, so automatically then, in the industry, they think, he's powerful. This is good. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So then you elevate yourself to the next level.
No, I hear you.
Why would you
No,
not
it's
want
true
that?
still.
Why would you not want that?
But don't you think you can get to that level of like intelligence without going to college, like
Without
reading
going to
books?
university,
Well,
in
yeah.
fact.
Yeah, you can, and be like me.
Alright, so...
But I've got that level. Oh, no. I've been stabbed 23 times.
Mm-hmm.
I've been shot with axes 3 times. I've been shot 5 times. I've spent half my adult life in prison. Well, do you want to go into that before you get my intelligence? 'Cause that's what I've had to go through to get my intelligence.
Yeah, that's experience.
No,
though.
but,
It will
right,
come with its own intelligence.
but if I'd have went to university, I would have got to where I am today a lot quicker without no headache. Because my mates that have all got kids that are all 49 years of age, 50 years of age, 55 years of age, do you know what I mean? They've all got businesses, they've all got their families, they've all got their big houses, they've all got their things. One of them's even got a bank, bro. Trust me, one of my pals got their own bank, bro.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy, it's real. So, because of that reality, I know what I've wasted. Because I never educated myself. Yeah, I thought I knew best. I thought I had all the answers. Do you understand?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, but when I'm out there your age, 16, 17, 18, I'm nicking 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. I feel like a king. Right? Because I'm only a kid. I'm only a kid. Right? What happens when you turn into a man? And you get caught and you've got to go to prison or someone stabs you, you've got to go to hospital. So the intelligence that I have, I'm glad I have it. Okay, but would I ever go through what I've been through again to have the intelligence I have? Never in a million years. I'd rather go to school, college and university and take my chances on that road. Right? Now the only beautiful thing that's come out of my life thus far is the fact that I can come in any environment and speak to
You're
anyone.
a living legend still. Like, no one can chat to you and not take something from you.
Exactly.
Like, no one, like, you know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
And that's my purpose now, right?
Yeah, literally.
Look what I've had to go through to find my purpose. But if I'd have went, for argument's sake, if I'd have went to college and university, I believe I would have been like, what's it called, a philanthropist. You know, one of them people that just look after people, do charities, they just donate money to...
I know.
Yeah, one of them people, right? I would have been so rich, I would have just been helping everybody because I would have made so much money because that's me as a character.
Yeah,
I've never asked you for a penny.
No, literally.
Right? You're an aspiring young artist and I've told you, come to my studio and use it whenever you want and stay for...
literally.
How long? You've been here for weeks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At times, do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Like, I want money out of him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's growing, he's building. Do you understand? So come and use my... No one's here. Yeah, when no one's here, use it. It's yours. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been like that from day one. Do you understand? Right? So that's not because I'm trying to benefit out of him. I mean, that's because I'm trying to help him. And like I said to him, all I want out of him, yeah, is when I ring him and he's famous, and I say, I've got a young girl, I want you to come and sing at her party. He can't say no. Do you know what I mean? Because that'll be my buzz. Who's your artist? I love da-da-da. Oh, yeah, when's your birthday? Go and sing at the party. And then turn up like, it's the gas for a kid, do you know what I'm saying? So that's the power I like to have with people I work with. And that's the only payment. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything else is for you so you can develop because my real payment comes from when they say, well, where did it all start with you?
And then I say, rah, one day I sat down with Marv.
Yeah.
And the first conversation changed my life.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying, it's not bullshit,
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It's not.
So I'm saying it because it's just reality.
real
And
as
this is the
it
thing
gets.
that people need to understand, right? Life is too short, right? And we don't have long. Right now, I'm working with the youngsters now, and I do these lives, I do all the podcast stuff, just so we can change the narrative from the youngsters. Now, like you just said now, yeah, you weren't going to university. Like, I can guarantee you by the end of the month, you're going to consider it seriously. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because you can't not. You can't
I have
not.
to consider it.
You can't, look. Right. It's like, it's the difference between Waitrose. Do you understand? Like, in life.
Yeah.
You're choosing not to have all the tools to have the best life. What you're saying is, you know what, I reckon I'll get the best life. And you're going to try graft the way through. Like, I wouldn't try it because there's no need. I'd rather try to be the best and then realise who you are if you can't be the best. And then you think, well, do you know what, I'm at this level. But you're still going to be away from this level. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to get to 25, 30 and shoulda, woulda, coulda. Because I'm telling you now, there's thousands of people out there right now that are sitting there with a shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Jack? It happens every day, all day. Right? So you guys are young enough now. You're a music producer, right? His music producer. Right?
I'm a everything.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, we know you're everything, right? So, but I know, listen, what I'm saying to you, people, what
Not
we're going
like
to
that, but I'm
demonstrate,
saying
what
like-
I'm saying is, you demonstrate what it takes to succeed in this world, right? And you're fucking 16, right? But you know you got to produce, you know you got to edit, you know you got to mix, you know you got to perform, you know you got to record. And you can, I'll leave you in the studio, you do it all on your own.
Yeah.
Right, so I know he can do that. He don't need you, but he does because the network makes him who he is.
And
Do you know what I'm saying?
music's all about having the right energy around you.
All
as
the
well.
right energy, all the right time. So he
Yeah.
knows exactly what he's doing. But I'm just giving him the tools to do that. Do you understand? And the more we can do that for more people, the better I will feel about myself. Do you know what I'm saying? But to take out the one thing that Marv is telling you that I wish I'd have had, think about it.
Yeah, I have to, man.
That's the
Anything
one
you say,
thing.
I have to
But what's
think
this?
about.
The one thing I regret as a grown man, the one thing I regret more than anything is not going to university. Why? Because I was smart enough for it. Tests and all them sort of things, I used to piss everything because it was just too easy. And I couldn't be bothered doing it. That's why I never went to school. What am I doing? This is fucking easy, man. Let me go and get this. Let me go and get that. I need money, innit? Because I was skint. I weren't like you guys. I never had money. Everything was poor. My mum was a nitty. Do you know what I'm saying? So it weren't like there was always food about. It weren't like there was always money about. Do you know what I mean? Clothes was not the best in the world.
No,
So
I hear you, man.
we had to fight to get normal, right? Now, I'm glad I had to go through it. I'm glad I become what I did. Because I don't want you or your kids to even experience 1% of what I went through. And the only way you can guarantee, on another level though, do you understand? Like, you've had Marv, you've got Marv. Now you need the university, you need the academic, you need, you know what I mean? We've got the street, we've got everything, you got that. You know you got that, we got you here, 100%, we got you, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
So now you get the other half. Then you're wholer.
Yeah, for real.
Then you're
Right,
self-sufficient. Do
true
you understand what I'm saying, John?
But you can always go uni a bit late though.
Why?
Because like...
No,
like,
stop. Go a bit late.
No.
Okay. No, stop. Right, no, watch what happens, right?
I mean, like-
Right. Now go a bit later. So, all right. So now you get out, you're 16, you're 18, you're 25 now. Right, you're 25 now. You meet a beautiful young woman, you decide to get married, settle down and have a kid. And then you think you're going to go to uni. Or you get a girl pregnant by accident.
So cool.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
So what happens if like your career, like, or my career, let's say, is like taken off by the time I'm like 18, 19, 20 already?
Okay. Listen.
I d-
Education, is portable. Remember that. Yeah? You can't get out of that,
But
man.
that's like...
What? You're going on the flight.
balance is just too mad.
but it's not.
Imagine like doing tours and
everything,
everything and then...
Because now you're looking at it from somebody who's not prepared for that world. You're looking at it from somebody that's not fit for that world. You're looking at someone that's not ready for that world. Now you're trying to give me all the excuses that everybody's come up with, right? Because you're tired, you can't make it, you can't do this, you're run down. No, you're not. You're fit and you're healthy, yeah? You put everything in a schedule, bruv, and you just keep to that schedule.
Yeah. 8
to 12 hours a day, yeah? And you can do that. Some of us, we can do 16 to 18 a day.
Yeah,
Do you understand? You just how far you're going to push yourself. And if you're fit and you're anything like I think you're going to be, then it's not going to be a problem for you, mate. Do you understand?
Nah, I know it wouldn't be a problem. It's just like I just need to reprogram my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. Right. So imagine now, right, you don't go to university and you turn into an environment and they're scoring you out of 10. Every environment you go into, you're getting a 6 or 7 out of 10. But you know you come back from university, it's a 10 out of 10. Why are you fucking about?
Yeah,
it's for you, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's for when people say, what's he like? Oh, do you know what? No, he's pretty intelligent. No? What makes you say that? Well, you got a degree, you got a first in such and such in university. Really? What, and he spits bars like that? It's a different concept, bruv. It's a different conversation. It's a different relationship. Why wouldn't you want that? Rather than...
I do want that.
Yeah, but so if you want that, then you've got to become that.
That's true.
But, so you can't come on the street and expect to be treated like you've been university. Now, I can guarantee you this, right? You sound like you're going to university anyway, right?
I wasn't planning to.
No, what I'm saying, you wasn't planning to, but so your vocation, the way you speak, right, you seem like you're from a middle-class environment.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what I mean, is like you seem like you was going to university already. So if, for argument's sake now, right, we take you both and plonk you in any urban area in England, right? And the police approach, right? Who do you think is going to be treated more unfairly because of the way they speak?
I know, but it's not even in the way it's...
No, it's not.
but you know what?
See,
I've learned.
It's not because, trust me, yeah? It's how you speak to the police officers.
Yeah, but it's your energy as well, though. All my life, I've learnt that. Sometimes if you're feeling like, ooh, I'm going to get stopped, you'll get stopped. But if you just smile at the police officers and that and just like...
Right, see what you're thinking?
Like,
see what you're thinking?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to think like that.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand? He doesn't even have to think about that.
No,
He's just thinking about it. When you just said that, he most probably thought, what are you on about?
That's what I do anyway.
You know, I just walk past them anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make, yeah? Right. So now what I'm saying is, if he went to university for a couple of years and got stopped by the police, he'd be like, hi, good afternoon, officer. And I'd be like... I mean, because you'd be like, what's the problem, officer? Like, you're not going to be like, what are you stopping me for, blood? Man, what's the matter? You're not going to be... Do you understand? So it's, and how I can reiterate that is because when I have been stopped and when I do get stopped, yeah, I know exactly how to speak to the officers for what reaction. So if back in the day, when I used to be a naughty little member, if I was having, say about a domestic at home or something was going bad and I really didn't care of spending the night in the police station and I got stopped by the police, there's a good chance someone's getting... I had to speak so they don't want to search my car. Do you understand? So it's how you speak to these officers when they stop you. It's how you put up... And the point of the whole conversation was if you went to university, you communicate in a lot better way and it would lessen your chances of getting into any...
Dramas in
just street dramas.
Yeah,
that
'cause you know how to conduct yourself.
you know how to conduct yourself. Like
Yeah.
the kids from the area, they're not doing nothing wrong, right? But it's how they're presenting themselves to the officer when they're doing something, when they're not doing nothing wrong. Like you don't say I'm not doing nothing if you're doing nothing. You just ask a simple question: what's the problem, officer? Oh, what it is? Something's happened about it. Oh, and you believe that might be me? Why would you think that? No, you can search me. I don't mind. I've got nothing to hide. Right? Then they'll search you. Go about your business. If you start saying, Rob, what you want to search me for? They're going to think, well, hold on a minute. He's one of them, isn't he? So the information you give them is what they react to or respond to. But going back to the overall conversation, because I've got it now forever. Yeah, I've got it forever. So the beginning, and this is the beautiful thing about my intervention, right? The beginning of the conversation, he wasn't going to university. He ain't having it. It ain't him. His exact words, it ain't me, bruv. I'm not doing it. I'm not going. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going. Right?
But I never said I don't care. I'm not going. I just said that.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to
show you. No, you said I'm not going. It's not me. I'll send you the recording. Right? Yeah, because I said I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because this is the good thing about learning, right? And this is a good thing about your mentoring and your social landscape and who you hang around, your community, your company. This is why it's so important because I could be grooming you guys now to go and take drugs somewhere or to go and take a weapon somewhere or do something where I'm going to benefit, but you two might end up in prison, which is what us olders always done. I've done it for years. I'm embarrassed that I've done that stuff now because it's only now I've seen the detriment of my action. I used to tell you I was helping you. I tell you I'm looking after you. But you don't pay me, I'm going to mess you up. Do you understand? I never used to give my grub to anyone less than 23 years of age. Do you know what I mean? Because then you can't beat a young kid up. I had it once in an area and I'm trying up to see the kid and his mum started screaming and shouting at me, what can you do? You know, these are these kids and you think, right, it's true. And you can't really do nothing to the kid. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So from that day, I just sort of switched my business levels and went up to a different age group. And then I realised after a while, do you know what? I'm causing all these problems. It's me.
Yeah.
It's my network.
Energy that you're putting
I can't be putting this shit out here no more. I can't be doing these to these kids. Yeah. It's me that's going to hurt them. It's me that's going to put them in the ground. It's me that's going to... And it was the fault of my son not being able to go to the funeral or the hospital with one of his mates. Do you know what I'm saying, John?
Yeah.
Because I would have had to hurt one of them. Because I owe money. So my world changed around and I come away from all that stuff. But you guys now... What's your name again? Vitaly. When he goes away, he's going to come back like you come back today. Understand? Because it's all about learning, right? We learn from each other. But this is the beautiful thing about meeting Marv. Yeah? Even middle class people I get thinking differently. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about your expectations or your assumptions. It's about the reality of the planet and the world you're about to invest all your time and effort into. Well for a brilliant future. You might have an all right future, but there's a way to have a brilliant future because I'm living around it now. These kids, man, they live on 4 or 5 million quid a year. Like that's what they live on. They've got trust funds, like hedge funds, like hundreds of millions of pounds. And all they've done is work for 30 years, 40 years, do you understand? But they've built businesses, not worked for people. Do you understand? So this is why we're going to generate this infrastructure now with all our youngsters. You're going to be a billionaire. What?
Yeah, of course, I know. I believe
I'm telling you, you're going to be a billionaire. And you're going to be a billionaire. Right?
And you're going to be a billionaire as well.
No, sir.
Well, you don't believe that?
I don't believe what?
That you're going to be a billionaire?
No, they won't have a label for the amount of money I have, the amount of wealth I have. There won't be a label for that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't going to be. Mine's going to be. I know where I'm.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I know. I can feel it. I know
Yeah, of
it.
course.
I haven't been kept alive for anything less than that, because what I want and what I believe and what I would do if I had all the money in the world and all the power in the world, we would live in a beautiful planet, a beautiful place, and everybody would love each other, and everybody would help each other, and everybody would benefit from each other.
Yeah, 100%.
And there wouldn't be no ag. And if there was any ag, then it would be dealt with in a fashion where
Orderly manner.
proper orderly.
Yeah.
None of this hiding behind bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, it'd be a fair place, a nice place, a harmonious place. And if you really wanted to vent things, then there'd be places where you could vent, because that's where everybody will be, in their correct places. I believe that's what they're trying to create with society, but because of the way the law structure is panned out, everybody's just confused.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I mean? And it really is. So, on that subject, what I would like to ask you two guys, what did you think about that Harry and Meghan Markle fiasco? Did you make any sense of that?
Kind of. I was just, I don't know. I've heard a lot of stories about that, about like it's to distract about other things, and like I was more shocked about the way that the public reacted about it as well. There was a lot of people saying that, I don't know, just like completely disregarding Meghan Markle's thing, but it's like that with loads of situations.
Okay, and you?
To be honest, like, I haven't really like looked too much into it. Like, I didn't watch the Oprah interview. Did you watch it?
I don't watch telly.
Okay.
I'll just receive data, information.
Yeah, so I didn't watch the actual interview, but I feel like, I don't know, like it's kind of expected coming from the royal family, like all this, the way that it's set up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the royal family.
yeah.
First and foremost,
so,
you're going into the royal family, what do you expect?
Like, they wouldn't accept me,
So-
so why are they going to accept her, you know
Think
what
of
I'm
it
saying?
like this though, right? Think of it like this, right? Right. Who would you expect, if you were Meghan Markle, what family members would you expect to be there for you?
Me and Meghan Markle.
You're Meghan, you're coming from America, who would you bring with you?
My family.
You can't
Who?
bring your family to the royal family.
Why?
Because they ain't even letting you in.
No, what do you think, what do you think, what's her name? William, Kate Middleton's family weren't at the wedding. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Who?
Prince Diana's family weren't at the wedding. Is that what you're trying to tell
I
me?
don't even know what you're talking about anymore, I'll be real. I think you've gone too back in time.
We're talking about Meghan Markle, who married Prince Harry.
Dad,
Right? Mum,
siblings.
dad, brother, sister. Yeah? Right? What would make none of her family come?
Racism.
Or
Not accepted.
Oprah Winfrey was there though. Exactly. Oprah Winfrey was the only guest at her wedding. Why?
Maybe because she's married
Oprah's
into a racist
Oprah's
family.
clicked up with all of those people at the top though. I'd imagine so anyway.
I don't know.
It's
What
different type
are you thinking anyway?
I'm asking.
Oh.
I'm
so-
asking, right. So, Meghan Markle, right?
Yeah.
Now, what family would not be proud that you was marrying into the royal family? That's what the first question. So I don't know. And up until this fiasco, and Joe, I'll even put it out on me live, right? Up until this fiasco, yeah. Honestly, black, white, Indian, Chinese, who would be proud if their son, their daughter, their sibling, their brother, their sister come home, whether a man or woman, has said they're getting married to part of the royal family? How would you feel? Anyone in your family, whether it was a boy or girl, they come home
like
and...
you're kind of like betraying, kind of. in a
Really?
way.
Well, if your sister come home and said, I'm marrying Prince Harry, what would you
Yeah,
think?
well,
Well done.
because
Yeah.
I cool, but at the same time,
No,
look
I'm
at
just...
how it's all
No,
planned
forget
out,
that. Forget that silliness, right? What I'm saying to you is this. As a person,
Yeah.
right, have you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Just imagine now, right? Your brother comes home and says, you never guess who my bird is. You never guess who my bird is. It's Princess Beatrice, one of the royal daughters, right?
Yeah.
Well, imagine that. That's my bird. If I marry her, I'm gonna be a prince. What would you
Yeah.
say? How would you feel?
Nah, it'll feel all sorts of emotions, really and truly.
Like, would you hate him for being there?
No.
No, you wouldn't. Right?
But
no
up
one.
until this moment, though, I wouldn't hate
But
it.
it isn't like act right. So,
Like, maybe that you wouldn't know that they were.
okay, no. Right. So how can the royal family, everyone says they're racist, but it's not the royal family that's racist, it's the general public that's racist. And that's my opinion. And why I tell you is this, right? The royal family are made up of Jamaican, German, Greek, Austrian, German, Austrian, Greek, Jamaican, and there's one more. They've got one more gene in them. So they're basically multicultural.
Okay.
The whole royal family is multicultural. Right, the whole royal family. Not one of them's from England. Not one royal family, apart from the great-great-granddaughters of Queen Elizabeth, are British. The rest of them are all foreigners.
Okay.
Right? Queen Charlotte was the Queen's mum's mum. She was mixed race, like you. Well, like me, rather. Same colour as me, mixed race.
Yeah.
Bordering on red skin, trust me. She was married to King Charles I.
Yeah, I saw that still on the...
I mean, like, all these sort of stuff, like, I don't believe the royal family are racist. They do too much around the Commonwealth. They're not going to go and do all these benefits all around the world. They're not going to go to Africa, India, Sri Lanka, if they're racist. They're not going to make sure these countries have got money if they're racist. Do you know what I mean? Like, it don't happen. The general public that NF and fuck the black country and send them all back, yeah? They don't know about the Queen's blood. They don't know about the Queen's blood. But they need to start finding out about their Queen's blood. Because once they find out about the Queen's blood, you'll find out the royal family are not racist. It's the institution behind the royal family.
So it's like the whole web that's kind of portrayed the royal family as racist.
Yeah,
the
not.
Media kind of thing. But it's the media within itself.
That's racist.
And the people who are controlling the media.
They're all the
that's
racist.
racist.
Yeah, they're all the racist ones.
And in a way,
the Queen even said to Meghan, you know, you're just like me. You're so similar, you will never even realise.
Is it?
She's she quoted on saying something like that to Meghan.
That's mad.
Because she's mixed race.
So what's
the
this
Queen's
drama
mixed race.
about?
Because it's the media. It's the media. It's the media. It's the media. That's what the media do. This is how they do it. This is how they manipulate. This is how they sell papers. This is how they make money. Generate nonsense.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying, sir? And this is why going to university will educate you on this.
Man linked it all back.
Yeah? No, but it's true though. Do you know what I mean? That's why people that go to university don't really read tabloids. Because everybody knows what a tabloid is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, tabloids not entirely truthful. Do you know what I mean? They're not broadsheets. Broadsheets have got to be as honest as they can be. That's why, me personally, like I said, the only thing that you're missing out of your life right now is the gym. Right? That's what I've said to you. You're already in college. If you don't choose to go on to university, then when you're 25, 30, and I'm right around people that have been in university in your game, I say, yeah! Do you go to university, son? You'll be like, no, I never bothered. I said, what's your turnover, son? What's your turnover? What businesses have you got? And you'll be like, but. I say, yeah, wait. Pete, come here a minute. How old are you? 23? Yeah, what have you got, son? University. What did you get? And then brrrr. Like, even like boarding schools. My daughter's friends have got their own charities, bruv. They're only fucking 12.
Is it?
Do you understand? Like, they're business minded. These kids have got things going on from their parts of stuff that they're building, they're growing. So by the time they get to 25, 30, they're already established. They've grown with their business. Do you know what I mean? And this is what you need to focus on now, growing, man, in every way, not just where you want to grow. Otherwise, you're doing yourself an injustice.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
See?
Real shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Come on, man. And you're the future of our species. Do you know what I'm saying? And if I can contribute to helping assist the right choice-making processes, then I'm happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, cool.
And if that costs me dough, then I don't mind paying.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I get out of my house, get out of my bed. That's why I come out. I've been here 2, 3 in the morning to let you lot in and out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? To lock up after you lot have got to go home. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And that's not because I want anything from you, it's because I know you have to do this stuff. And it shows me good work ethic. If you're going to come from the other side of London to come to my building and stay here for 2, 3 days recording, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Why am I not going to let you do that again?
Yeah. Come on, love, bro.
Yeah? That I know now. Then when you come out of university, I'll be like 10%, anything moving forward, son. That's what I'm saying to you. You'll know, innit?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
When you come out of university, you're sick, bro. And watch, man, and you'll be so proud of coming out of university, and you'll say to me, you know what, Mum, I'm so glad I've done that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I might do it still.
But you will, without a shadow of a doubt, because you know what? I know you want to be the best at what you do.
Yeah,
I know you want to
100.
be the best at what you want to do. So you ain't going to let some little guy slip up and, what? How's he done that? What? Is that what I've got to do? All right, boom, you're doing it.
Yeah, 100.
And I'm telling you, it gives you another level, gives you another gear. University gives you another gear, for argument's sake. You go and get a job with a first, like a degree in any company, right? You got a first when you finish university, and you got all these recommendations, you got all these testimonies, you got references coming out your ass. Everything you've ever done been correct in work. Like, you're getting dough in another country. You can be a teacher.
Yeah.
Go to another country, do what you like, bro. You're employed like boom. You know what I mean? You're giving yourself more options. That's why I say go university, because it widens your horizon when you get older.
The fuse still.
What? There's millions. Let's even go 10 years younger, 30 years. Don't know what the fuck to do. But I can guarantee you when you come out of university, you'll know exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, of course.
And now you already know what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? With the music. When you come out of university, you're going to know how to become a billionaire.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're going to know how to put everything into place. Bum, 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 bum. Do you know what I mean? And then you'll be production. That's another industry game. Do you know what I mean? And you'll be like, you know, you got the brains behind businesses.
Yeah.
Right? Now you need the brains and the brawn. Do you understand? Perfect fit with you two right now. Do you understand what I'm saying, Joe? Because now you just need to, the only difference between you two guys right now is your education qualifications. That's the only difference between you two.
Really?
Well, you're still educated.
Mm-hmm.
You're still 16.
Yeah.
You're still relying on your mum for everything.
Yeah.
Right. So is he.
Yeah.
Right. So you're both exactly the same right now.
Not everything.
No. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not
You
listening.
said that's what the difference was.
No, the difference is he's right. See, his parents are looking after him. Your parents are looking after you. So principally, you're both the same place.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
your parents might not be able to look after you as well as his parents will be able to look after him, but that's not the question. The question is, what position are you both in now?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're making choices, whether you're going to go to college or university or not. So I can guarantee you one fact. Right. If he doesn't go to university and you do, yeah, he will kick himself all the way through his adolescence.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you understand? Because when you see where he ends up, you'll be like, fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're from a middle class environment, I don't believe you'd be encouraged not go. I think they'll do everything to encourage you to go.
They're actually like, don't really give a fuck, but it is my choice. It is my choice. And I was before this conversation, I really was thinking of not going at all. Like I did know, I do, in my mind at least, I know exactly what I want to do, like, or how I want to do it as well.
Right, so let's break it down. How do you want to do what you want to do? Let's break that down. What is it you want to do?
I just want to be a producer.
Okay, you want to be a producer. Mm-hmm. Where are you going to live?
In a house, hopefully.
Yeah, where?
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't thought that.
So you don't. So because you've got the beautiful thing of security right now with the roof over your head with your mum and your house. You got a house. So you got to say you want to be a music producer. Where are you going to live? Yeah. How are you going to live? Are you going to have a girlfriend? Are you going to have sex regularly? There's a good chance you might have kids. No, but these are things you've got to consider. You've got to consider all of this. Yeah. It's not easy. So if you go through life with just this idea and this bloody game plan without considering stuff, then you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's why college and university are put in place to help you develop into making better choices for yourself. Now, depending on your qualification will determine whether you become a tool or a brain. 98% of people become tools. So that ain't an insult to anybody, because I'm a tool. I've been a tool. Everybody that works is a tool. Do you know what I mean? The 2% of the population are brains. You guys have got the ability to become them brains. Why wouldn't you want that?
God knows.
Don't you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you're made to feel comfortable not going to university. Because wherever you go to say, I'm not going to university, I don't need university. I know loads of people that make money don't go to university. What the fuck? I don't want to make loads of money, mate. I want to make a career. I want to leave a legacy, bruv. You can't do that on £1,500 a month. Do you know what I mean? £2,300 a month, plus bonuses. Like 5-10 grand a month wages is a hell of a lot of money for one job. Where are you going to get that? And these are things you guys have got to consider. Because you're right there, right now. And you can either choose to apply yourself to you 100%, 80%, 70%, 50%, 20%. It's up to you. Yeah. But if you don't go university or head towards university, you're not giving yourself 100%.
Yeah, 100.
That's 50%. Because I'm telling you now, there's people watching this right now, right? Over the age of 20 and under the age of 50, and I can guarantee you now, they're gutted they never educated themselves better. I don't give a monkey's what anyone says. Yeah, if you're not earning a sustainable amount of decent money right now, you're gutted you never went to college and university. Be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself. Do you know what I'm saying, John?
And for the future.
It is, man. That's what it's about. Because people sitting there wishing they'd have done this and wishing they'd have done that. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. No, it's true, man.
So,
everything you say, like, man, just has to take it in.
Just take it in. Just like that. And that's why I said to you, these conversations every now and then, and we'll do these once every 6 months or once every year.
Yeah,
we'll have you back on. We'll see where you are and what you're doing.
Of course.
And how well the mentoring does. Because it works.
Yeah, 100%.
It really does work. And now what we'll do, we need you to start making some beats. Right, and we'll do it here live now, right? Have you heard my tracks yet?
No.
Right, so someone's making some tracks about me now, right? So what we'll do, we'll play my new one. This is the one.
Okay, you got that on there.
For what? On everything,
Yeah,
It's going to be on everything. It's my word for the year.
That's it.
See, so I need beats, because I need to make about 12 albums for my life story. Right?
Yeah, man, heard this really on fire. Who is it?
Young Aaron Whetstone.
Okay. I ain't heard of him, but
No, he's alright, he's good. You know everyone we work with, man, come on.
yeah, come on.
See, so now we've got, right, have you seen my James English interview?
No.
Well, you need to go and watch it. James English and Marvin Herbert, part one, right?
Nice.
And then that's just my life story. So now I need music made for rappers that are going to be making beats.
What's he called again?
James English. It's James English. Marvin Herbert, Herbert.
What is it still streaming?
Yeah, that's still live, yeah. I'll turn it off when I ring my pal.
Okay.
Because I don't control nothing. That's what I'm saying. We're professionals.
Yeah.
Or I need to get another. I need to get another way where I don't have to ring him to turn it off.
Okay, yeah.
But where I'm learning, I don't mind showing my hand. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm learning this game. I'm not a fully fledged pro at the minute, but we learn every day. We learn something new. So again, we've had I think another amazing afternoon with Nothing But the Truth with Marvin Herbert.
Nothing But the Truth.
And young Lightz. What's your name again? Vitaly. And I'll forget that a few times because until I spend more time here, because I got shot in the head a couple of times. So the brain damage is just the short-term memory. So Vitaly,
That
Klitschko.
sounds so
Vitaly.
mad.
Right, so
That's like I got shot in the head a couple of times. Like,
yeah, but
so
it's reality,
normal.
innit? Yeah. So nothing but the truth. These are the two young aspiring artists and producers of the future, 21st century up and coming kids, and I reckon I'm going to be the first to say it. I reckon they're going to be taking over most of the music industry as they grow up. No, I don't see. Do you know what I mean? Because you got the network, you got the support.
I'm
do you know what
trying.
I'm
I'm
saying?
just trying to build.
You'll see their faces growing, and they'll be back on in due course. And yeah, stay safe, stay focused, stay positive. Sorry I never had any questions or answers today. I never bought me. I did as it happens. One sec. Let me see, because we can answer some questions for some people. Let me see. How do we go? Oh, there we go. They're live. Lovely. Good, isn't it? I love it. It is 317 people watching at one time.
Good. Pretty good.
In shot, would ya? So I mean, it's brilliant, mate. Do you know what I mean? Paul Marshall. Is that Paul Marshall? Oh. I think you got your wires confused there, Paul. Yeah, it was nothing like that. At all, mate. If anything, everybody needed from me, son. Not the other way round. Yeah? I was the go-to kid. Don't get it twisted, son. Trust me. Yeah? I needed nothing from nobody over there. No one helped me out. No one gave me a leg up. No one from England anyway. Yeah? Don't get shit twisted. Trust me. Yeah, you get these little...
Marvin, can you ride a unicycle?
That's what I do like these, you know.
What the fuck? There's always the one.
I just...
There's always one or two donuts.
See, there's another one. Look, hedge fund. He got bumped in the flat, which is Holland, and Bruce lost his eye up his arse. You think, boys, like, have you not got nothing better to do? Like, seriously, like, maybe you should have went to university, young man.
Maybe.
Seriously, this is what I'm saying to that. So you got the opportunity to grow like these old boys here, because these are all old people indoors, you know. They've got nothing better to do than troll people that are doing positive stuff. Like, you know me, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, look at these people. Yeah. Who's the youth? Someone being social services. What a blinder. So, I mean, you do. You just, you know, they all talk amongst each other, though. They're nuts. Like, they're proper lost members, mate.
These times they don't even know that's family right there.
See what I mean? Like, they all communicate with each other. Paul, what happened in the flat? Nothing happened in the flat. Don't listen to your bullshit. And do you know what? Whoever wants to come on the podcast and tell me exactly how it is, feel free. Yeah? Not a problem. Not a problem. And if anybody wants to spar, just say the word, let me know where I've got to come to, and we'll have a good old spar. I drive with my gloves in the car, so I'm ready 24/7. 24/7.
All around England.
Yeah, come on, all around England, we don't play. Yeah, no, we got to be active, innit? So with that one, they're a bit donut-ishy, them boys on there. So we're leaving that. So I do apologise for the brief interruption with my technical team, but they're not in the building, so I need to bring them. I've finished my live this afternoon, so could we... Thank you very much, old sir, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Have a blessed night, people.
Love.
It's lit.
Lit.
Rolling it out now as well, so make sure you stream that.
Yeah, go on. No. That's that done.
Right, thanks for having us on, bro.
No, Joe, it's just...
Thank you very much.
It's all good. Because people are like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And then let